You're here because you're sick of the pep talks and motivational videos.
We bring you the tools and resources you can apply in the real world in a no-nonsense environment filled with people like you.
The builders,
Creators,
doers,
and disruptors to energize your hustle.
Monday, where we bring you the tools you need to energize your hustle. This is your weekly source of inspiration where you come to get the tools, tips, tricks, anything you need if you are a go-getter, a hustler, and a doer. I'm pumped, guys. So today we're going to be talking about time management, owning your time. Time is your most valuable and most precious asset. And if you're going to be successful, you have to own your time. So we're going to give you 3 tips and takeaways that you can use on a daily basis to do just that.
Love it. So yeah, to start off with, as Christian had mentioned, there are 3 things that you can do to really get intentional with your time and accomplish anything that you've ever wanted to and become the best version of yourself. So first and foremost, you have to know your goals. Everybody gets the same 24 hours in their day. It's fixed. We get no more, we get no less. And if you do not know what the outcome is that you're driving towards in your day, you're going to get pulled in a million different directions, which is why it's so critically important to have a singleness of purpose. Now, what do I mean when I say singleness of purpose? A one-track mind, focused on one end goal. A quarterback has one objective, to score a touchdown. That's his only goal. When he's on the field, he just needs to score a touchdown and put 6 points on the board. So what's your touchdown for the day, right? That's your singleness of purpose. In my life and in Christian, we've done a mind map, and we've laid out different categories in our life that we want to be very focused in. For me, mine is family, travel, relationships, and career. So from a family perspective, I know that I need to get my once-a-week phone call in with my parents and my sister at a bare minimum, because that relationship, that family bond is important to me. And from a career standpoint, I'm in sales. I need to hit 100% in order to max out my not only my commissions, but also have that satisfaction of accomplishing a goal. And I can track that through my actions throughout the day to say, is this action getting me closer to my own goal? So you got to know your goals.
Know your goals, so guys. And number 2, you got to prioritize wisely, right? So once you know once you know your goals, now prioritize based on the goals that you have set. So one little tip that I use is I use a to-do list, and I've actually gotten better. I'll be the first to admit, I used to start off on my to-do list and have 15 to 20 items on my to-do list, and that's not really prioritizing. That's just literally throwing down the first thing that comes to mind. So prioritizing, guys, is really taking, and what exactly I like to call your big rocks, so your big priorities, what's going to push the needle forward. So I'm in sales as well. I have a goal to hit, and for me it is tied to my self-confidence as well as just how you function.
Yeah,
exactly. So I have to prioritize that. So when I go into work, I need to knock out a big rock with how I'm going to push the needle forward towards my goal. I mean, is that going to be a call? Is that going to be calling in a strategic account? So I can use my time doing that. Or I can be at the mercy of my time if I haven't planned ahead, and I can come in and be tempted to lollygag and talk to coworkers, right? So prioritize your time based on the big rocks. Once you have your goals established, prioritize according to the goals that you have set.
And to Christian's point, in the 3rd step, plan ahead. So there's a lot of different things that you can do in your day that are going to save you time, and one of the most important of them all is to just plan ahead. And I'll give you a couple examples. First and foremost, when I sit down at my desk to start each day, I take the first 30 minutes and I just plan out, what am I going to do for that day, and I get detailed. What accounts am I going to call into? Who am I going to reach out to from an internal standpoint? Who do I need to follow up with on quoting? Who do I need to follow up with on prospective leads? I do all these things for the first 30 minutes, and then I'm not in autopilot, if you will, but it's a no-brainer of I just go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Another example is Christian and I like to work out in the morning because it energizes us, it gets us excited for the day. Really, it gets just the blood pumping, the energy flowing, and so I don't want my morning time to be taken away from me. Both of us have learned that packing our gym bag the night before and everything we need, if you're packing a lunch, if you're packing a gym bag, an extra change of clothes, whatever it is, pack it the night before so that you can pop up out of bed, jump in your car, jump on the subway, depending on where you live, and get to work, get to where you need to go, and accomplish your goals.
Absolutely, guys. Just pack ahead, plan ahead is a huge takeaway. And it all gets to being proactive and not reactive. So successful people, guys, are proactive. They take the time to plan ahead. When you start getting into a situation where you're reacting to the day ahead and you haven't planned, that's when you're not maximizing your time. And Zach said earlier, you only get 24. You can name any person in the face of the earth. They literally get 24 hours in a day, no more, no less. So your success really does become contingent upon how well you utilize the 24 hours that you have. I'm going to leave you with a quote, guys. It is from Zig Ziglar. People often complain about a lack of time, but a lack of direction is the real issue. I'm Christian.
I'm Zach.
This is Great Minds telling you, own your time, and greatness will follow. We love you. We'll see you in a week.